The Las Vegas shooting. It was a warm Sunday evening on October 1st, 2017, under the neon glow of the Las Vegas Strip. The Route 91 Harvest Music Festival was in full swing at the Las Vegas Village, a sprawling 15-acre outdoor venue across from the towering Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino. Over 22,000 country music fans swayed to the tunes of headliner Jason Aldean, blissfully unaware that high above them on the 32nd floor, a meticulously planned horror was about to unfold. What followed was the deadliest mass shooting by a lone gunman in U.S. history, claiming 60 lives and injuring hundreds more. But even years later, questions linger. Who was the man behind it? Why did he do it? And are there secrets still buried in the desert sand? Let's start with the man himself, Stephen Craig Paddock, a 64-year-old retired accountant and real estate investor from Mesquite, Nevada, about 80 miles northeast of Las Vegas. Born in Clinton, Iowa, in 1953, Paddock grew up in a turbulent household. His father, Benjamin Paddock, was a notorious bank robber who escaped prison in 1960 and landed on the FBI's most wanted list for nearly a decade. Stephen, the oldest of 4 sons, was raised by his mother after his father's arrest, and the family moved frequently to evade scrutiny. Paddock graduated from California State University Northridge with a business degree and worked as a postal worker, IRS agent, and auditor for Lockheed Martin predecessors. He amassed wealth through real estate flips and high-stakes video poker gambling, often earning comped suites at casinos like Mandalay Bay. Twice divorced with no children, he lived a reclusive life with his girlfriend Mary Lou Danley, whom he sent to the Philippines 2 weeks before the attack, wiring her $100,000 to buy a house. Neighbors described him as aloof, a heavy drinker, sensitive to smells, and increasingly despondent about his health and finances. He'd lost over $1.5 million gambling since 2015. Paddock's arsenal buildup was chilling. From October 2016 to September 2017, he bought 55 firearms, mostly rifles, spiking his purchases dramatically. He amassed over 10,000 rounds of ammunition, explosives, and accessories like bump stocks, which allowed semi-automatic rifles to fire rapidly, mimicking automatics. These were later banned in 2018 but overturned by the Supreme Court in 2024 for lacking legislative basis. Paddock checked into Mandalay Bay on September 25th, upgrading to a complimentary 32nd floor suite, room 32135, with a connecting room 32134, both overlooking the festival grounds. Over days, he smuggled in 23 guns, tripods, and suitcases via bellman, setting up cameras to monitor hallways and the peephole. He gambled at night, interacted normally with staff, and placed "Do Not Disturb" signs. The timeline of terror began at 9:59 p.m. when hotel security guard Jesus Campus investigated a barricaded door on the 32nd floor and was shot in the thigh through Paddock's door. 6 minutes before the main assault, at 10:05 p.m., as Aldean sang "When She Says Baby," Paddock smashed 2 windows with a hammer and unleashed over 1,000 rounds in 10 minutes across 12 bursts using AR-style rifles modified with bump stocks. Bullets rained on the crowd 400 yards below, killing 58 instantly or soon after. 2 more died years later from complications, bringing the toll to 60. Panic ensued. 413 were wounded by gunfire, and chaos injured 454 more, totaling 867 victims. Off-duty officers and concert-goers improvised tourniquets and carried the injured to safety amid reports of multiple shooters, later debunked as echoes and confusion. Police arrive on the 31st floor by 10:12 p.m., pinpointing the gunfire above. By 10:17 p.m., they reached the 32nd floor, but waited for SWAT. As shooting had stopped at 10:15 p.m., At 11:20 p.m., SWAT breached the door with explosives. Paddock was dead from a self-inflicted gunshot. Surrounded by spent casings, 23 guns, and unused explosives, the Strip shut down. McCarran Airport halted flights. Victims hailed from across the U.S. and Canada. The investigation involving LVMPD and FBI spanned months. No manifesto or note was found. Paddock's motives remain officially undetermined. Autopsy showed no drugs or alcohol, but Valium prescriptions and brain abnormalities suggested possible factors. FBI's 2019 report cited declining health, financial stress, and a quest for infamy, perhaps echoing his father's notoriety. Letters from an ex-con warned Paddock against harming innocents, hinting at suicidal ideation. Despite early timeline shifts raising suspicions, Sheriff Lombardo dismissed cover-up claims, attributing changes to the probe scale. No second shooter was found. Ballistics and videos confirmed Paddock alone. Yet secrets and theories abound. Paddock cased other festivals like Lollapalooza and Life is Beautiful, reserving rooms overlooking them. He sued a casino after a slip and fall, losing in 2014, fueling grudge theories. Conspiracy claims exploded. Multiple shooters debunked by acoustics and CCTV. ISIS ties. Group claimed responsibility, but FBI found none. Government staging for gun control? No evidence. Crisis actors harassing survivors, victims like Brandon Matega faced death threats. A wild one, the attack targeted Saudi Crown Prince MBS, with Trump warning him, tied to a November 2017 Saudi purge, but no proof MBS was there, and officials call it baseless. YouTube altered algorithms to demote hoax videos, but this fueled more paranoia. Released docs in 2023 showed Paddock's casino resentment, but LVMPD dismissed motive speculation as harmful. By 2025, no breakthroughs. The case is closed. Motive elusive. MGM settled for $800 million with victims in 2020. Survivors endure trauma, some facing online trolls. Aldean, on stage that night, honors the fallen in songs. The Strip's lights shine on, but the shadows of unanswered questions remain, a reminder of one man's descent and a nation's unresolved pain.